David, I'd like to discuss Mary, the Mother of God, which is the present title of January 1st. Some of you old-timers, as old as I am, can remember in the good old days before Vatican II, we said January 1st was the Feast of the Circumcision, which didn't seem to be a very appealing title. Then it was entitled the Octave Day of Christmas, the Feast of the Octave Day of Christmas, and it's gone through various titles. Originally, though, way back when, this is probably the oldest feast in honor of Our Lady in the liturgy, Mary, the Mother of God. The church here developed, kind of haphazardly. There were different reasons for the celebration of the feast. There was, whenever a church was dedicated for some special reason, maybe take the title, churches were erected on the tombs of martyrs, and so the martyrs' days became important. Churches were erected whenever the relics of a saint were transferred or moved, and various reasons. This probably the celebration of this date. We're not sure exactly how it came about. It may well be the dedication of a basilica in Rome, the Basilica of St. Mary Major, Santa Maria Maggiore, which was dedicated in the year 350 on Esquiline Hill in Rome. Already there had been the other major basilicas, St. John Lateran, St. Peter's on Vatican Hill, and maybe St. Paul's, although that probably came after St. Mary Major. So this may have been the dedication of the oldest church in Rome. Whatever the reason, the reason for this celebration of Mary, the Mother of God, this causes a lot of our separated brothers and sisters a lot of harm. When we marry the Mother of God, what do you mean she's the Mother of God? After all, God has no mother. Well, true, except that the title Mary, Mother of God, and in Greek it is Theotokos, God-bearer, came about in the year 431 in the Council of the Church, the Council of Ephesus. And the reason, the church is very economical with words, and the church is also very sparse and sometimes in theology. So the dispute at the time was a matter of a heretic named Nestorius, and Nestorius said, Jesus is two persons. Actually, God kind of goes along with this person, this human person, Jesus, but there's no real connection between the two. So the church gathered the bishops at Ephesus in 431, and in 431 decreed that Mary was Theotokos, meaning she gave birth to one person, the person of the incarnate Word. She gave birth to the one who was God from all eternity. She wouldn't give birth to his divine nature, but for his God from all eternity who became man. And so she gave birth not to a split personality or two individuals or to one individual who went along with another one, but to one person who is God-man. So this is the reason for the title Theotokos, Mother of God, whom we honor on January the 1st. Probably, though, we say, well, January 1st, in all these years when it was circumcision or it was Octave Day of Christmas or whatever it was, and now it's Solemnity of Mary, Mother of God, why do we have to come to church? In the United States, there are still 6 days of holy days of obligation. The Universal Church, there are 10, but this is one of them. Why? Not because of any title of Mary. Really, this is a holy day of obligation because it's New Year's Day. If you read the liturgy of the day, the first reading is taken from the blessing of Aaron. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he make his face to shine upon you. May he be gracious unto you and give you peace. Well, this had nothing to do with really Mary, but it's sort of a blessing for all of us. As we begin the new year, we need to face it in God. We need to begin the new year with Christ. And so we invoke God's blessing to be upon us throughout the entire year. The second reading also has not little to do with Mary, but it asks God's blessing on us again. The third reading, or the Gospel, does tell us about Mary pondering all of the things that have happened and keeping them in her heart. So it is a wonderful day to celebrate the motherhood of God, she who gave birth to the Savior, God-man, who is the one who will redeem us. But we really come to church on this day for ourselves and to begin the new year right with God. So let us celebrate the solemnity of Mary, Mother of God. Remember that she is the mother of one person, Jesus Christ, eternal Son of God who became man, and then begin the new year right and pledge that we will live for the Lord.